Hello and welcome to Voozie Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth in 30 minutes. I had a bit of a think and I thought, perhaps in a moment of madness, let's do a lost run. That could be fun. Let's do it. Yeah, could be nice. So our seed for today is 3QN1 B4Y8. Yeah, last run. I'll be honest, I played very poorly, and I thought, what kind of wake-up call I need is to play the Lost with our highest streak of 4 on the channel. Could be fun. And Unicorn Horn is actually really good as the Lost. Could save us a lot of trouble. And Petrified Poop is also completely relevant as an early trinket. So after that last run where we played really quite poorly, I thought, let's just take a minute here and back off, went and had a shower, went and ate some food and got some water, and just decided to come back a bit more refreshed, I think is a good way of putting it. And I'm feeling a lot better for it. I think I can put on a better performance than that last run. I mean, we did win, but I really felt like it was a bit of an embarrassing performance, so I'm not very proud of it. Put a bomb down there, get our secret room, will be quite nice. We can explore the possibilities therein. Now, unlike Cain and Judas, who we played on the last couple of runs, the Lost doesn't come with any built-in damage upgrade. So we do need to be wary that we could just not find any damage upgrades and just lose. And to that extent, maybe we should keep the D4, but you know, I don't think that's a good idea. I think Unicorn Horn is actually really good for us, so we should probably endeavour to roll with it. And likewise, Spirit Hearts, Tinted Rocks, the whole meta game of Devil Deals changes because you're going to get a Devil Deal on the second floor if you survive. That's just the way the game works. The question is actually surviving that long, so it becomes much more a question of survival as opposed to going fast. But this would have been quite a nice run for, you know, any character, I suppose. So far we've done quite well for ourselves. I mean, Isaac might have had a tough time depending on what the rerolls were. Our boss is Monstro. It's double pink? Double red, double pink. I'm a bit colourblind. I'm not actually colourblind, but I'm, you know, apparently colourblind because I can't tell the difference between red and pink, but, you know. I think we should focus down one of them, play well. This is another early wake-up call because double Monstro as the Lost on the first floor is no joke, even though the death card did kind of trivialise this a bit. Happy to take a bit of damage there, that's fine, because we're going to finish the fight anyway, which is good. Blood Clot, there's a damage upgrade. I didn't check out the shop because I'm not going to go for an early Spirit Heart. I'm going to hold out for a mapping item. And we could have probably bombed our donation machine to obtain said mapping item. But I didn't think of that at the time. No worries, it's a poor play, but whatever. That's in the past now. Let's just focus on getting to the shop on this floor, I guess. Or better yet, just surviving. So the way I'm going to play this is, if I do actually get a revival item, I will probably play as though... Oh wow, be careful of this guy. Let's think. Yeah, that's fine. We can use Unicorn Horn. We've taken damage on this room, but I think these other guys are not too threatening for us. Yeah, if I do find a oh, wow, he popped out so quickly! We've got to be very careful of these people, because they might pop out with one of those hoppers, and that was pretty terrifying, I'll be honest. I didn't know they could do that. Yeah, anyway. If we find a revival item, I will try not to use it. I will not exploit it for mine own ends. I will use the revival item if I die naturally. If I take too much damage on a room, if I play poorly, then the revival item will kind of help out. Excuse me. Shop, we might as well try. It's the ladder. It's more or less useless for us, but the key is actually quite relevant, depending on what we find on the rest of this floor. So we've done our item room and we've done our shop. I think we just go. At the risk of wasting time. Yeah, Spectral Tears and Flight is really quite a good combination. There's a nickel back there, we have to go back and get it. Maybe that's the inspiration of the name of the band, I suppose. So our unicorn horn is almost certainly going to see use on this room. The horn is no joke. The horn is absolutely no joke. Yeah. That was pretty terrifying. Maybe I should have just used a bomb for that. I completely forgot to talk about Spider Bite. Spider Bite's actually really good for us. Because slowing enemies is actually really relevant, like the horn. Because the more times he hits the edge, the more times he's likely to catch you out. Because the times that he hits me are the times when I'm strafing too far ahead and I get hit by the brimstone shot. So Spider Bite helps reduce the frequency with which he hits the edges of the screen, which reduces the frequency of me getting hit. Which is very nice. Very, very nice. PJs is completely useless for us, but these are actually pretty good, or at least Incubus is. Ghost Baby is kind of a tag-along. Let's go back for that nickel. Back for that nickel. Nickel back, back for that nickel. Yeah. I like this secret room. This is nice. Consumables. We still haven't used our unicorn horn, but frankly we haven't been in a situation where we've needed to use it. So that's good. I mean, we could go and find an arcade, but I'd rather save my time and move on. Caves 1 at 5 minutes 35 is pretty good. Yeah, I'm glad I'm, why am I playing as the Lost here? I'm actually really, pre-Afterbirth, I really enjoyed playing as the Lost. I thought it was a great character because it reminded me of actual roguelikes, sorry, where, you create your character in the knowledge that they are statistically going to lose. Let's go in here. Could be fun. It's not fun. Yeah, you create your character with the knowledge that statistically speaking they are going to lose unless you play flawlessly, and even then sometimes bad luck can just screw you over. And the Lost feels like that character when he has no Holy Mantle. When he has Holy Mantle, he feels a bit like that character, but not quite so dramatically. And I think that's really good from a design perspective. Again, me putting on my game design hat, which doesn't really exist. Though it'd be awesome if it did exist. I'd totally wear a game design hat, depending on how cool it looked. Judgment pays out with HP. Yeah, I mean, well, there's not much we can really do about that. We might as well open this golden chest. Gives us some coinage. And this golden key is something I should have picked up before opening said golden chest. But frankly, with the number of keys we have, I don't see that being much of an issue for us. Item room contains the wafer. Yeah, well, we might as well pick it up. I mean, this would be an incredible run for other characters. The wafer's pretty good. The deal with the devil didn't suck either. And there was plenty of HP lying around if people wanted to take it. Maybe not so for Judas, but Judas could have found the spirit heart on the second floor, I guess. I can't actually remember. On the first floor, yes. You come out and you turn left, and yeah. So it's actually a pretty good run for all characters. I mean, the Lost, not so much, because there's been a lot of HP. And by a lot, I mean 1 drop of HP, but Spirit Hearts abound, and the Lost is usually a better character on runs where Spirit Hearts don't drop very frequently. Such is life, and the Keeper kind of falls into that role. How do I feel the Lost falling in against the Keeper? I don't find the Keeper that fun. I mean, it's very fun for people who like to break the game every run, but I'm not really one of those people. I like to break the game from time to time, but, the Keeper is more designed for that kind of activity, because with the Sacrifice Room, he can break the game on pretty much every run, if you find a way of generating more money. And even then, Sacrifice Rooms really have value because, you just leave a few coins on the ground and you go back and pick them up. And you can get a complete play of the Sacrifice Room. So an early slow on the Frail here basically means he skips the first phase. We do need to be wary of these spawning bullets. This sweeping brimstone attack is not very pleasant because he jumps straight after it, which is very bad in some situations. Yeah, slow against the Frail. Oh, we took damage. Okay. Let's use our horn on this room. I don't have the confidence to not take damage again on this room, so I'm going to use it. Caffeine pill. Pill was a health upgrade. Well, that's a bit sad. let's go and find our shop. I think our shop is actually very relevant for us, and we might be able to get some charges for our horn on the way. Oh, big room. That's a bit terrifying, but we've got a lot of bombs, so we can skip. We should have used bombs against the Frail. What was I thinking? Ugh. Okay. Minor misplay, but we shouldn't be tilting. Not tilting for such a minor mistake anyway. All we did was cost a bit of time and our unicorn horn charge, which could be fatal, or it might not be fatal. Let's see. Okay, we're taking a hit. Let's not take any more hits on this room. Where's our enemy? He's up there. Okay, we might be able to get a pot shot on him. Yeah. Room complete. Our shop contains 2 items that it was well worth coming back for. Black Candle. Removing curses is pretty good because we want to be able to see what items we pick up, and it synergizes well with our compass, which means we will always be able to see where we're going. And I'm going to bomb our donation machine aggressively for this card. It was 2 of diamonds, which is quite ironic really, but we'll hang on to that. It might be quite useful later. So the right play for that shop was, given that you're going to bomb the donation machine, buy the card first in every circumstance. Lesson learned. And lesson forgotten. That's quite a vignette. Alright, Catacombs 2. Let's go down to our curse room. We're not going to go into the curse room without a unicorn horn charge. I don't feel comfortable doing that, so I'm going to avoid doing that. This is quite a scary room, but Spider Bite makes it easy. I'm just singing the praises of Spider Bite. It's one of my, it's an item I really enjoy picking up. I'm never really sad to see it. This giant spider is pretty terrifying, especially if you have arachnophobia. I imagine a giant spider in that case is actually pretty bad. I don't know, actually, if people who have arachnophobia are more scared of one small spider, or, sorry, a collection, a multitude of small spiders, or one very, very large spider. I imagine both are pretty terrifying, and if you have arachnophobia, I apologise for that kind of visual image I've just given you. 2 spirit hearts from our curse room, such as life. I can't remember if I actually showed the seed, but here it is again. 3QN1B4Y8. I did show the seed. I feel like a bit of an idiot now. Never mind. Oh, we've taken damage. Okay, no more damage on this floor. Floor? Room. No, actually, yeah. No more damage on this floor. No more damage on this floor. At least, unintentional damage. Okay, bombs and pennies. Consumables. Consumables are always good and welcome. Our chest contains more consumables. And a Degas rune. Well, we're not going to... This is completely worthless for us, because we're not going to get a curse, and a spirit heart is always going to be meaningless for us, which is a shame. Because Degas is one of the better runes, frankly. I mean, it's rare for something... I mean, I say this tentatively. It's rare for something in Isaac to kind of have 2 meanings behind it. So picture this, you're a new player playing Isaac, you've done the challenge to unlock Degas, so you have a fair amount of experience, and you find the rune. Scapula, yeah, well, it does nothing for us. But you find the rune, you use it, and it gives you a spirit heart. You might notice that it takes away your curse as well, but you may not notice that. You may use it on a floor where you have no curse. If you're a new player, you're probably playing on normal mode, which might mean you're less likely to find curses, and you might not ever realise that functionality of the item. You then feel that you understand it because you saw it give you a spirit heart. You think, oh, it's a consumable that gives you a spirit heart, like the Hierophant, but a bit worse. I could imagine that being in the game as an item. Let's use our rotten head against Larry Jr. there. Almost missed completely, which would have been quite embarrassing, but... yeah, Degas is an interesting one. I quite like the rune. I think it's actually pretty nice. I think we're in a bit of a dangerous situation. We have no damage. Having no damage is a bit scary, because it's now 13 minutes and we're not on the 5th floor. So, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Immediately takes damage as soon as he says that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use AWAS. Oh. I need to be very careful here. Okay, concentration time. Let's not plan about what we're going to do with our AWAS rune. Let's just think. Focus and not take a hit on this rune. Okay, we're finished. I'm going to use this AWAS rune on the next floor. Oh, we had a battery there. That was needlessly dangerous. Okay, it's the stain. Let's use our horn on this rune. I think we'll get a good amount of mileage out of it. And indeed we did. But we do need to be wary. I mean, if we find ourselves in a truly dire situation, or we find ourselves unable to concentrate, we can AWAS out of this. At the very least, it's an escape mechanism. Alright, that's good. We get HP and a trinket, so the trinket could be good. It's not. It's callous. Well, it is a good trinket, but I mean, we don't need it. And frankly, this deal with the devil doesn't really sell me either. So, what I'm going to do is pick up Demon Baby. Might as well pick up Book of Belial, but we're going to roll with Unicorn Horn anyway because invincibility is great. Another health upgrade. We'll pick up our battery here. Find a good room to use AWAS on and use it and skip a floor. You know, it doesn't make me comfortable to do that, but we may well have to, I think, in order to get enough of a timer, enough advantage on the timer. Let's go to our... Oh, this is going to take ages. Okay. I'm thinking let's explore the nearby rooms. Let's go to our curse room, our mob trap room, and our item room. Teleport out of our mob trap room, but pick up everything else, and then go. I mean, we do have the compass, so we've got bought time in that sense. Curse of the Tower is definitely something I'm not particularly interested in. Sun, yeah. Actually, what we should have done is held on to that and used it on a later floor. The Rosary does nothing for us. Well, it does something. It makes the Bible appear, and that's not something that we want to happen. 2 keys from here is okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the skip here. I think it's a much better decision. Our shop could be good, but the next time we're going to be able to do a skip is on the Womb 1. And we might find something better to hold before that, which could be more valuable than a shop. So, let's see what our AWAS room pays out with. It's a trip down to the next floor. So let's go. Depths 2. I think we've managed to pull back some time using that maneuver. 15 minutes and 47 seconds. I'm going to skip this room because, frankly, I don't like it. And I'm sure that this is the right way to go. So, let's do it. This is another room I don't particularly like, and we've taken a hit already. So, let's be wary. Item room and shop seem like good options for us to visit. They don't seem too far out of the way. Thanks to our compass, it's easy to tell where we're supposed to go. And we have the keys necessary to enter both rooms, which is good business. Let's bomb these skulls open. It's a host, and nothing out of that one. Restock. Shop restock is fairly useless. Card could be good. It's the tower. It's not so good. Let's donate. Yeah, restock is not going to do much for us at all, because we frankly don't have the money, and we're probably not going to come back here either way. Let's blow up our shopkeeper. He gives us some spiders. That's not very nice of him. And our item room contains a Robo Baby. Okay, so this is our run, basically. We have to make it to the chest, probably with a fair amount of time to spare on this damage. We have Blood Clot, which is something. At least we picked up a damage upgrade. But, you know, I kind of had high hopes for that item room and it didn't really pay out. But don't tilt. This is where you need to be playing your best, because otherwise you will lose the run. Is there an invisible enemy here? I saw a bullet come out of nowhere. Maybe I'm just imagining it. This is a room which has a lot of skulls on it. Frankly, is a very good candidate for explosions. So I am going to drop some bombs here. And just do that. We have a tower card. What am I doing? We could just use that. That will give us all kinds of goodness. I'm planning on bombing my way out of here, by the way, just to clarify my madness. But I thought we might try and get some benefit from these skulls. they did not provide us with any benefit, so never mind. I was thinking maybe we could get a teleport card, maybe we could get an Emperor card. Both of those are actually pretty good results, but alas, it is not to be. So mum fight. The foot just doesn't drop, it drops down over there. Very much unexpected, and this gentleman is getting far too close, I don't like it. So we're taking damage. We need to not take any more damage. We have our spacebar item in case we do take damage. We did take damage. Whoops! That was really bad. Well, I kind of feel good. Kind of feel bad, but at the same time, making it to Mum as the loss is not the end of the world. And the only thing that run really had going for it was our mapping. Our mapping was incredible, but I think clearing rooms, we were taking damage on a fairly regular basis. Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This episode is going to be a bit shorter than the other ones, I suppose. But never mind. Join me next time where I try and take on the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth in 30 minutes, maybe with a different character this time. Depends on how I feel when I start, I guess. But stay tuned for that. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Get in touch with me. Anything really. But not throwing eggs at my house. And thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good day.